Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of my Apple Podcast. My name is Tim Brown. Well, the Apple Watch was released in April of this year, and we're now in December, right in the midst of the holiday season. And not surprisingly, the Apple Watch is on everybody's wish list, or just about everyone's. Now, I thought I would take this time to share with you what I like most about the Apple Watch, while at the same time walking you through some of the basic features. I have a Sport Edition, for example, and I love the clean, elegant design. It feels like a watch I can wear anytime. Overall, the graphics are pretty stunning. So what you're looking at here is my home screen, which you can customize using photos from your own photo library, which I think is a nice option to have. And this, of course, is the app view, where you can access native apps and apps by third-party developers. You access apps by pressing on the digital crown and using your finger to browse through selections. Of course, the main setting for customizing your Apple Watch can be found on your iPhone. Here you can find settings for your app layout, which enables you to move apps around. So if you want your most important apps in the center, you can make adjustments to your notification settings and decide what apps you want to appear in the glances view, which I will show you in a bit. You can also see what applications are available for complications, which are additional elements you can add to your watch face, such as weather, email, and calendars, and so forth. As you continue to scroll down, you will find settings for each application as well. This comes in handy for me, for example, when using the Music app, where I can set up what playlist I want to appear on my watch and how much space I prefer to use for storing music. Let's continue with some of the features and apps that are native to the Apple Watch. Glances give you quick access to information in certain apps. For example, here you can check your heartbeat, you can check the battery percentage, and access other third-party apps you use often. You access Glances by swiping up from the bottom, and then swiping left to right to browse through the menu. I love the ability to customize watch faces, which come with some pretty cool options, including the feature I mentioned earlier called Complications. When you find something you like, select the Customize option. Here you can choose to add other elements like weather or email by tapping on the placeholders and using the digital crown to scroll through the menu of options. I think I use the Messages app the most, probably, and I'm absolutely in love with those 3D emoticons. A quick way to access Messages is to press the sidebar just beneath the digital crown. Here you can access your address book with the option to go quickly to your favorites, which is something I prefer to use. When you identify who you want to call, press on the icon in the center. Here you will have three options: place a phone call, send a dynamic drawing message, send a text and voice message, or send emoticons. I'm going to send a message and choose the emoticon option with a smiley face. Here I can use the digital crown to change the facial expression of the animated character. Now, isn't that cool? You can also swipe right to explore other options for animated hearts, animated hand gestures, and a whole library of emojis. Now, Wallet, of course, is a nice option for making mobile payments, but believe it or not, I have yet to use this feature, although I'm really excited to. The activity monitor is arguably the most popular app and one I use every day. The most common feature is the reminder to receive the stand-up notice periodically throughout the day. This encourages you to exercise and keep moving. Here you can also learn about calories you burn, the number of exercise minutes you have accumulated, and the number of minutes standing. There's also the workout app, which enables you to track your exercises such as running and walking, indoors or out. I also enjoy the Photos app. Here you can use the digital crown to expand the view of your photos and swipe left to right to browse through your library. You can also press and hold on any photo to make a watch face for your home screen. Now this is very convenient and something I will probably use quite often if I haven't already. The Apple Watch is also great to use as a remote or as a companion for the phone. With Keynote, for example, you can use your watch to advance slides when giving a presentation, which makes it convenient when standing away from the podium, which is something I use all the time when I want to become more engaged with audiences. With the Maps app, driver directions are fine-tuned, with the watch giving you condensed directions for when to turn, including haptic symbols you can feel in your wrist. Pretty awesome. The Apple Watch also comes in handy when you want to listen to music. When you open the Music app, you will see options for controlling music remotely on the phone or directly on your watch. If you choose your watch, you can listen to Beats One, your music library, or a playlist using a Bluetooth headset or speaker system. In your iPhone settings, you can designate what playlist you want to access. You can use the Settings app on your watch to establish a Bluetooth connection with your device and/or speaker. Apple's native apps are fantastic, of course, yet third-party apps, in my opinion, extend and enhance the overall experience of your Apple Watch. So what are some of my favorites? Well, let me start with news readers. Now, I like Flipboard and News 360 and LinkedIn Pulse and Instapaper. The first three are very similar because they all enable you to swipe across the screen to browse articles, and by pressing firmly on the watch cover, you can save them for later or like them. Flipboard also gives you the option to flip them into a magazine, which is a feature I enjoy a lot and something I do on the phone all the time. I included Instapaper as well because I like how the developers chose to highlight their most recent feature using text-to-speech technology to have articles read back to you.
And today that language is taking a major step. It's going open source. Apple is opening up the language.
This must be done in tandem with your iPhone, but it is such a nice feature to have on the watch. I just think it's really cool. I absolutely love the Translate application by Microsoft, and it is quite convenient to have it on my watch. The app translates your words or sentences into another language, which you can choose by pressing and holding on the screen to bring up a menu of options. And here you have a range of languages to choose from, which is really cool. But if I had to list my all-time favorite, it would have to be just Record. With this app, you can record audio instantly on your watch, which will send the file automatically to the app on your phone. Now, isn't that cool? Of course, there are many more applications that you'll enjoy. Like Pacemaker, for example, that DJing application, or Outlook that you can use for checking your emails and calendars, and Google Maps, and Around Me, for example, which can help you find stores and restaurants nearby. Well, that is my take on the Apple Watch. If you plan to get one this holiday season, you won't be disappointed. My name is Tim Brown. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. You can check me out at myapplepodcast.com. And you can also find me on YouTube and Twitter. See you next time.